Welcome to the Disneyland Forever podcast, your source for all things from the happiest place on earth. For more updates, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Disneyland Forever, and you can check out our website, disneylandforever.com. Hey everybody.
Hello.
It's Jordan.
And Daniel.
And as you can tell from the quality of the audio, we are on our...
super high, amazing quality.
It's so great. It's because we're on our travel mic, because we are currently traveling. If you've been following us on Instagram, you know that we are at Disneyland right now.
I thought we were in Mongolia.
This is the strangest Mongolian that I've ever seen. Mongolian countryside.
I guess I was wrong.
I didn't realize they had magic kingdoms.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's... We're not going to be talking too much about our ongoing trip right now. That's probably going to be next week.
A bonus of some sort next week. Oh, no, I guess it's right after Christmas.
It's right after Christmas. It'll be a couple days after Christmas. So
we'll see.
It's weird. It's so fast approaching. I don't get it.
It goes too fast.
It does. So anyway, what we wanted to talk about today is we actually want to talk about packages, which I guess fits into that Christmas thing.
Because, if you're coming to Disneyland in the next few days, to know how to get packages.
Well, I was just meaning in general.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, this is the time of year when people are thinking about packages and
boxes and bags.
Thank you. Good reference. It's a universal reference, but it's a reference.
It's a reference nonetheless.
Yes. One that hopefully most people know.
Yes.
At any rate, so what to do with them. Like if you bought oversized items, or you have big things that you don't want to deal with through the parks, like what you're going to be able to do with that, so that it makes things that are available that'll make your life a little bit easier.
Yeah. For some reason, lately, they've had things that are in huge boxes, and I'm like, who is buying this? I guess a lot of people just drive here and they're local, so that's a different story.
But if you're not local, then this is really, really, really going to help you. Anyway, we do have a new review.
We do, from SF Knitting Supply.
I bet you that they're in San Francisco.
It could be South Florida.
It could be, I guess, with that logic.
Or Swiss francs?
Let's just read it.
Okay, fine. They said, I can't help myself. Every single ding darn week when the new episode drops, I tell myself to save it for a few days so it won't seem so long until the next one, but I always end up listening on day one. Honestly, I blame the interminable election season. Jordan and Daniel, take me away.
Well, the good news is the election season's over.
It's all over.
So
there's a little less thinking about it, at least, right now.
Yeah, that's not on anyone's
It's
mind.
not upcoming.
Yeah. Well, it is in 4 years, but anyway. I'm glad that it's just a distraction for you from things.
Ding darn.
Ding darn week. So thank you for that, and for like we say all the time, like putting smiles on our face and giving us some feedback or anything. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you leave us a 5-star rating on Apple or Spotify or Audible, and you can also leave us a 5-star review just like that one on Apple, and we love seeing them. So thank you so much for those who have done it.
Apple devices, take them, put a review, and then possibly give it back.
Part of me was wondering if you were going to keep going with your instructions or just stop at steal Apple devices.
No, that's it.
That's our advice. Just steal them.
That's all you should do.
All right. We do have just a couple of news items. So the Jungle Cruise. This has been a big time coming, or at least people have been waiting. If you've been on the Jungle Cruise anytime in the last year?
Yeah, it's been a year.
Almost 2 years, hasn't it been?
That's it
Anyway, one of the first scenes, there's a tiger scene in the ruins, and the ruins have been covered with boarding and everything, like been covered up,
and they just don't mention it.
Yeah, they don't really draw your attention to it too much, and it's been that way for ages. They even had a really long refurbishment, and yet when they reopened, it was still up.
Isn't that where the tiger jumps 10 feet, but don't worry, we're 6 feet away?
They say 25 feet, or only 10 feet away.
Yeah, that's
anyway, it's that joke. Yeah. They usually say, there's a series of jokes they say, but apparently now, we haven't seen it because we haven't been on the ride yet this trip, but it's fixed.
Nice.
So whatever they needed to do has been done, and so now all the scaffolding and everything around the tiger is down, so it actually just looks like it's ready to go.
I still don't understand why every refurbishment, every construction site at Disneyland takes 7,000 years.
I don't understand it.
They still have not finished the building that burned when in the railroad or going on the railroad in New Orleans Square.
See, and I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm just enjoying watching you struggle
trying to
through this
figure out
sentence.
the place.
Yeah, I don't know why it's taking them so long to fix all those things.
That's been like 3 years.
It actually probably has been.
Anyway.
Another construction thing that's actually starting to wrap up a little bit. The first turnstiles have been finished, the new turnstiles at, what is it that they call them? They don't call them turnstiles anymore. They're calling them tap stiles.
Okay.
A tap point and a turnstile. So people are
it's
calling
more
them
like
tap
these
stiles.
cool little doors that open like at the airport.
There's other the international Disney parks use them.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But they had the first set done at both parks. DCA's was finished a while ago. Disneyland's has been finished, and they have new electronic screens over the gates instead of just like the that show like entrance or exit or things like that. They're now electronic instead of the, I don't know what you call them. They're not really analog. That's because they have to like insert whatever I don't know how to describe it. They're digital. There's digital signs. Just go with that. And so now that they're both finished, they're under what they call a pre-launch, or what people are calling like a pre-launch mode, which is that you can use them, and they are at busy times using these gates, but not the way that they are supposed to be used.
We got to use it today to go to DCA. So, yeah there's still a cast member. They have their iPhone thing or whatever that
just like
still
normal.
scans it like normal, but then the cool little door opens. So...
Yeah, so what it's supposed to do is that you're supposed to then go up to the tap point with your, if you have a Magic Band, or under the screen, I think if you have a regular ticket, and scan it, and then it's supposed to take your picture and then open the door for you so you can go inside. But it's not doing that yet. It's still using all the same system that the cast members have been using up to this point, but...
Yeah, I thought
go through a new gate.
I thought they were just sitting there waiting for everything to open, but that was cool that we got to use it.
Well, imagine I was thinking about that like they couldn't, because eventually they'll be down to where they don't have any gates.
Nothing left. You can't come in until
it'll take you 45 minutes to get in. There's only 10 people in line. well,
it stinks to be you, doesn't it?
So they are doing that currently. And then another big thing that we have not seen anyone talking about.
No one talked about, but we found out, and our mouths were agape at each other for a very long time. In the Indiana Jones pre-show, right after COVID, they shortened it to, this is how you put your belt on.
Let's talk about what you're talking about. What's the pre-show?
The safety spiel that when you're in the big room and it's like flickering.
The projector.
Flickering on the screen. So they shortened it right after COVID to put on your seatbelt, have fun.
Basically.
And then they put it where it's just Sala doing the actual safety spiel.
But over and over and over again,
Yeah.
whereas it used to be that he would give a safety spiel and then it would go to a fake newsreel and then it would go back to the safety spiel and then do another fake newsreel.
And it's back. The fake newsreels are back. The next stop on your itinerary is the Gates of Doom.
So, if you don't know what we're talking about, you need to go back on Indiana Jones.
It's not been there since March of 2020. So exciting. It's stupid, but we love it.
It's just something that we haven't seen in a while, and it was supposed to be. It had been there since the ride opened.
I know. I just don't understand why they.
I don't know why. I know why they took it away. I just don't know why they waited so long to bring it back.
Yeah,
that's the bigger thing.
Yeah. Because it's clearly there's still long lines in there. They used to have it where you'd have to like fill up one section and then they would let like that tiny little line go and then the windy one.
Yeah, that's the thing. They've always had to figure out how to make it work because they're legally required to make sure every single person hears the safety spiel.
Yep.
So that's why they do it. Anyway, so as far as we can tell, this is the news right now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Nothing else that we can see.
Nothing else that we can foresee. So now let's again talk about packages. So whether you are thinking about buying one of those, anything at Disneyland that's big, like they sell those helmets, they sell the
train or the monorail sets.
Yes,
huge boxes.
They sell like the heads of C-3PO.
Yep,
which are cool.
The Green Goblin we saw the mask, all the like Iron Man
droids or lightsabers.
Yep,
like especially the ones from Galaxy's Edge. Those ones are all huge. And there's a whole lot of other things that you could be buying that are really big, and you might be thinking, I want these, but I don't want to carry them around with me.
Why not?
The entire rest of the day.
I've seen people do it.
Yes, and you don't have to. You have actually a few options. Now, obviously, let's just talk about what's going to cost you. Well, not necessarily what's going to cost you the least, but one of your options is clearly to just immediately leave the park, drop the stuff off at the hotel.
Obviously.
And then come back, or at your car and come back. But that is very time consuming.
Sadly, pre-COVID, you used to be able to send this to my Disney resort hotel, and
If you were staying on property,
it would just be at like concierge. That is no longer the case. We don't foresee them bringing that back soon.
They also used to have it where if you bought something almost pretty much anywhere in the park, you could send it to the front of the park and you just pick it up by the end of the day. They no longer do that. But I would just be amiss if we didn't tell you this is obviously still an option. You could do this if you so choose. I don't know why you would choose to do so.
And I want to give a caveat too, because people, when you go flying, you're supposed to like have your carry-on size be certain dimensions and stuff like that. They're very forgiving, at least on the Delta flights we've been on. We always see people bring their lightsabers on. So you can put it in the overhead compartment above you.
I think that's why they're forgiving, is because they know it fits in the overhead bin.
Yeah. So just to be aware, like we checked ours when we got ours, but I was a little worried that it would get like smashed or broken, but they still did fine. So either way.
Yeah. So let's talk about the other options that you have if you buy one of these packages. I know that's not where we put it first, but let's start with what is usually what everyone says is the most obvious option, is to get a locker inside the parks.
Which is it's a good idea.
Now, obviously, these do cost money. Let's not. If you're not familiar with getting lockers inside the parks, they are not free. They do charge you. I think that it's no matter what, it's for the day, right?
Yeah. So
even if you use it for 30 minutes.
Yep. Or multiple times.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even if you only used it for 30 minutes,
yes, same price.
It's the same price as if you got there at the beginning of the day and used it the entire day. And you can, like he said, you can come back to it. You just, as long as you don't press that you are done with your rental, as long as you don't say that, you still have access to.
Obviously,
to
if you need to use it multiple days, they will empty it out at the end of the day. So.
Yeah, you can't use it beyond one day. So if you left your stuff in the locker at the end of the day, it's too bad. But they do have several options of sizes, and the lockers, there are a set of lockers on Main Street in Disneyland. There's a set of lockers off of Buena Vista Street near the entrance of California Adventure.
Why can't I think of the ones where they are in Main Street of Disneyland?
They are, as you're walking toward the castle, they're on the right-hand side, about halfway up past Market House.
That's right.
In the back.
Yeah, like where there's little tables and...
Yeah, keep going back there.
I was thinking of Disney Worlds where it's like right in the middle, but underneath the...
Nope. So they have inside the parks, we're going to list a whole bunch of different sizes here so you get an idea. And if you're like, this is too much math for me, it still just gives you an idea how big they can hold. But keep in mind that inside the parks, they only have small and medium. And then outside the park in the Esplanade, they have all of these sizes.
Which I did not know they had even larger, because the medium ones...
I didn't know they had these big ones.
Yeah, the medium ones, they're pretty good size. So, okay, the small ones, which they have way more of, are 9.5 inches wide by 11 inches high by 18 inches deep. So
for those of you who are outside the United States, I'm sorry, we're not converting to centimeters.
Use Google for that. They're fairly deep, so you can put a good amount of stuff in them. The medium ones, which they don't have quite as many of, but they do have
inside the parks.
Inside the parks, still. So they're 12.5 inches wide by 17 inches high by 18 deep still. So the same depth, but they're just a little wider. The small and medium are only available in Disneyland and DCA.
And in the Esplanade.
But they do have...
I think what you mean is that Disneyland and DCA only have those two.
Yeah.
That's I gotcha.
It's been a long day. So out in the Esplanade, they have what are called large, extra large, and jumbo. The large ones are 15 inches wide by 16.6 inches high.
Seriously, we're not doing the math for you.
I'm confused. By 22.6 inches deep. So it's 4 inches deeper. Extra large lockers measure 15 inches wide by 23 inches high by 22.6 inches deep. And then the jumbo ones are 18 inches wide by 25 inches high by 37 inches deep. That's 3 feet. So, which is like a meter.
There you go.
And then, so the inside the parks, the small ones are $7 a day. The mediums are $10 a day. And then obviously for the outside, same for
7 and 10.
7 and 10. And then I think it's probably just the extra large or 12, and then like the jumbo, or there was the other one, right?
I don't know.
12 or $15. There's probably some that are the same, but
Maybe there's just not that many jumbo ones.
yeah, maybe.
Anyway, so that is one option. And this is, again, great if you want to, like, go back and forth to it multiple times during the day, because it's not a one-time use thing.
Yeah. None of those will hold your Savi's
Not one.
lightsaber,
It's too big for that.
even if you take the blade off. So
The other thing that you can do is at most shops, not the tiny ones, like probably not at Ray's Berets.
yeah,
It's
or
a
a
tiny little shop.
popcorn cart or something. Can you please ship home my popcorn?
But we talked to some cast members, and they said they're, quote, most stores can ship to your house. So you just have to let them know when you're purchasing it, can you ship this to my house, because I can't carry it around. And it's not like it's going to be free.
No,
they won't.
there is a charge.
There's a charge for shipping. It's based on the value of the merchandise that you are shipping.
I did find, I don't know if it's true, but on one of the Planned Disney things, it will never exceed $35 for shipping. So that's nice. But
Yes.
yeah, it's based on how much your merchandise is.
Yeah, so we can't give you like a flat rate. It just depends. The more you're purchasing, the more you're going to be spending in shipping. But it does. You would probably, it depends on what you're buying.
Yeah, and I think
it could be cheaper to get a locker, or it could be, if it's not going to fit in a locker,
Yeah.
just ship it home. And especially if you're like, I can't even get this on the plane.
Yeah, it's so easy
Then
to
just ship it home.
Yep. I think they do like regular and expedited shipping. Not 100% sure, but
We've done it like once or twice, like years ago.
yeah, it took like a couple of weeks, but it was still super
It was convenient.
Yeah.
I don't know if it took a couple weeks. It maybe took
It was like a week. But they they packed it really well. It was very safe. So
Yeah. You just have to, like I said, you have to let them know as you're purchasing it, I would like to ship this home. And they will give you the paperwork to fill out so that they can get everything started, and they'll charge you for it.
I'm pretty sure this is just in the U.S.
I don't know.
I don't know for sure.
I would like to think that they would still ship internationally, but maybe that $35
Yeah, it would be more.
is going to be more if it's international.
Do they ship to Mongolia? Today's word of the day is Mongolia.
Sure. Last thing, and this is something a lot of people are not familiar with, is that you can check large items at certain stores in the parks. There's 3 in each park and 1 in the Esplanade. And it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, it does sort of matter. There's some caveats. But if you bought something inside the park, you can take it to one of these places with a receipt, and they will hold it for you. They will not hold it for you if you didn't keep the receipt.
I stole this from...
And that's actually how they do it. Like,
Yeah,
that's why. It's
it
to
makes
manage
sense.
to make sure that you actually purchased it. So in Disneyland, they do this at the Star Trader. That's in Tomorrowland. The Pioneer Mercantile, which is the main store in Frontierland, and Port Royal. This is the store near the exit of Pirates of the Caribbean.
The weird conglomeration.
No,
of,
wait, that's
like-
Pieces of 8.
No, what is Port Royal?
Dang it. Let's look that up while we're talking. So that's
It's the
one right next to it, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's like the one by Pirates that just sells pirate stuff, and then there's the like middle section that sometimes has merchandise, sometimes has Jack and Sally that you can meet. And then there's
That's
the
not a
actual
store. That's a
I know.
courtyard.
Well, there's like 2 pieces of merchandise sometimes in there, and then
There's not a checkout counter.
hey Jack,
I was
can I
just
buy,
that you go to Jack and have him.
can I buy this? Is that what he does? He laughs like that. It's fun.
A little bit, but that makes him sound a lot more insane than he really is. Anyway,
So it's the store right next to
this is the Haunted Mansion.
The Haunted Mansion store.
what is
currently.
currently the Haunted Mansion.
I don't know what
store.
they'll sell in the future, but yeah, that one.
Okay, that's Port Royal.
Welcome to Port Royal, Mr. Smith.
That's why I was like, I know it's in New Orleans Square. And then in California Adventure, you can do it at Elias and Company. That's one of the main ones in Buena Vista Street. Sarge's Surplus Hut, which is on Cars Land, and then Avengers Vault in Avengers Campus. So, and then if you are not inside the parks, there's the stroller shop, which is near the entrance of Disneyland in the Esplanade. And so any item with a receipt, you can take it there and they will hold it for you for the day. And then when you're ready to take it with you and leave the parks, you just go and they give you a slip of paper and you come back and they'll grab it for you. We asked a cast member, and this does not include, and they will not hold for you anything you purchased from one of the carts outside. So like popcorn buckets and sippers, they will not hold for you.
They can be freakishly huge.
Yes. And they also will not hold on to any limited edition merchandise. And
Too much liability.
I'm guessing it's a liability issue.
Yeah.
And we even like double checked with him like multiple times as cast member, and because we tried to look up this information online and everything was so contradictory.
Even on Plan Disney, it would say yes, then 1 month later, no, then 1 month later, possibly, then 1 month later, what?
So we asked him, and he's like, "Yeah, we know what we're talking about."
He's like, "Come to me, I'll tell you."
Yeah, that's actually what he says. Like, yeah, he's like, "Come to me, I got it for you."
Now I do wonder. So I'm assuming if you buy something in downtown Disney at a Disney store, they'd hold it. But if you
I think it's these ones.
And maybe the stroller would still do it.
Oh, well, it just says that. Oh, you mean like if they're only holding on to Disney merchandise?
Because Lego boxes are freakishly huge.
I bet they'll only hold on to Disney merchandise.
You could ask. You could always.
You could ask, because I think that might be the reason why they have the stroller shop.
Yeah.
Doing it. But the only reason I'm wondering, obviously, we talked to this cast member inside the parks.
Yeah, that's
and so that's the only reason why now we're wondering, and is I can imagine them being worried if they misplaced a piece of merchandise that's not theirs.
Yeah, that would be kind of a weird.
What are they supposed to do about that?
Yep.
So that's why I wonder if they're like, no, we'll hang on to our merchandise for you.
Yeah, because they probably have, it's probably under their some sort of insurance umbrella that they have.
Yeah, which is probably another reason why they said we won't hang on to limited edition merchandise, because if they can't replace it, what are they supposed to do if they lose it? So
and obviously they won't hold your food.
No.
Can you please?
That's what your locker is
caramel
for.
Apples.
That's what the locker's for.
You can have a bite of one.
Yeah, if you wanted to go and buy like a whole bunch of caramel apples or something, but you didn't want to eat them all at once, that's when you go get a locker.
Yep.
Hold it in the locker. Go back to that occasionally throughout the day, and you can empty it out as you will. But for if you bought one of the Captain America shields, you can take it to the Avengers Vault. They will hold it for you. Actually, and if you bought it there, again, you just tell them when you purchase it, can I also hold this here? And they will say yes. And as you're checking out, they will get you the paperwork so that you can so that they can hold on to for you.
Yep. When we made droids at the Droid Depot, they had a thing called Droid Daycare. They may still do it. The guy didn't know for sure because he wasn't working there. But he said
he was in Tomorrowland. So
but he said
know.
For sure that you can take your droid to places like Star Trader where he was at, and they would do that too.
Yeah. When we asked him like, what about the Droid Daycare? He looked at us. He's like, I really don't know what you're talking about, but we do hold the droids here.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I don't know, but you could always bring your droid here because we do hold on to those.
Yeah. I would assume they would still do it at Galaxy's Edge.
Well, even if they don't,
yeah,
it's not that hard to just take it to one of these other stores and they'd be like, yeah, that's totally fine. We can hang on to it.
Can you place an unruly child in one of the lockers?
No. Well, you could.
Probably.
I think you might get in trouble with the police.
Just leave the caramel apples in there; they'll be fine.
I think it's a little thing called making sure they have sufficient air. I was going to say significant air. I meant sufficient.
You probably both.
Significant, sufficient.
Yeah,
air.
I guess air is kind of important.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit important. Anyway, so these are the main things to keep in mind. Obviously, all of these have their upsides, their downsides. Checking your merchandise. This is great if you're driving back home. This is great if it's just big enough that you don't want to carry it anywhere and you'd rather not pay for a locker. You just want to have them hang on to it and you're like, I will take it later. I'm fine. But there are some limitations to what they'll take. Lockers are super handy, especially if you want access throughout the day, but they're not. Even though they get quite big, they're not big enough for everything.
Yeah, even whatever jumbo I said, it still has limitations.
But they don't care. Obviously, it doesn't matter what you place in there. You could buy something at Curl Surf, and you could put it in the locker.
Yes.
But in shipping, it's great because you don't have to carry it around anywhere. but
It's so easy right there.
you have to pay for the shipping
Yeah.
costs.
I think the only drawback there is the cost.
But it could, if you know that the only other option is that you're flying and you're going to have to check this item, it might be worth it just to ship it then.
Yeah.
Because it could be cheaper than paying for a checked item.
Unless you're on Southwest and get like 17 bags free or whatever they do.
Yeah. So people talk about these things all the time, especially if you're like wondering about lockers. This is what we think they're good for. We have used lockers before in the past, though we don't tend to use them very often.
No.
Now, granted, we also don't tend to buy a lot of things in person and take them back with us that are too big.
I did just think of something. Many times these items are on DisneyStore.com. So you can also just look at there and see. Because if you spend a certain amount of money, it ships
The
free.
shipping is free.
Yep.
Always check that out. But there are certain things that they don't sell.
A lot of
on
it's
the
not
Disney
on
Store.
there. But a lot of the big things would be like the monorail set and the train set and those kind of things. You'd be surprised how much of the large items
if
are.
you're a Magic Key holder or a DVC member or a Disney Visa card holder, you don't get your discount if you buy it online.
The Chase Visa does, but you have to remember the code. But yeah, with Magic Key you don't. You're right.
So that's the other thing is that like you might be able to purchase it online, and you might be able to get some free shipping if you buy enough stuff, but you don't get the discount.
Or price is not lower. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Interesting point. Yes.
that's the other thing. If you don't have any of these discounts,
It's a moot point.
it might be beneficial to just get it on Disney Store.
Or in the words of Joey Tribbiani from Friends, a moo point.
It's like a cow's opinion. It's moo.
Moo.
So
That was a television show in the 90s and 2000s.
I think most people know what Friends is, seeing as how it's incredibly popular still.
That's true. It's always still on TV.
Yes. See, we do know things that are not Disney occasionally. We actually have had 2 references in this episode to non-Disney things.
Gracious, we're
on a roll.
We're showing all.
We may as well just rename this
all
podcast
VIPs.
now.
Yep, it's the media.
It's just
forever.
a pop culture forever.
Pop culture forever. Thingsforever.com.
Nouns. Just nouns. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out a little bit. If you're like wondering, how am I supposed to get this home? What am I supposed to do with these big things? It's not as difficult as you may think, but you just have to know, especially when they change things so often. And so that's another problem, is that we can't necessarily guarantee this is going to be true a year from now.
Yes.
They could change things at a moment's notice and we won't know.
This is as of December, whatever it is today.
December something.
2024.
As of December 18th.
At 10:26 p.m.
In the year of our Lord 2024.
Oh, and it changed.
So anyway, I know it's kind of another quick episode, but it is late. We are tired, and we are still at Disneyland.
That was a snoring. I'm asleep.
I should record you one night when
you
you're
love-
actually snoring, because you will not believe me what you sound like.
No,
I'm
I
just
wouldn't.
saying.
I sleep like a princess. I am very quiet and sound.
I will not argue with that, because
silent.
have you seen Frozen? Anna.
That's true.
That's how you sleep.
And she drools.
That's how you sleep.
Fine. I don't believe it, but fine.
All right. So if you haven't done so yet and you're thinking about booking your trip, do so with our friends at Getaway Today. They always have a lot of really good specials going on. They can work to save you a lot of money, and they have a lot of good advice for you and can help you pick what hotel is going to work best for you. And you can use it for hotels or tickets, or hotels and tickets. All great.
And make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We at least have been posting stories today.
Yay! We haven't done posts a couple of in the last couple of days,
I
but
know.
we have been posting stories regularly.
Life is just crazy sometimes.
You guys should all understand. It's December. It's crazy for everybody.
Yes.
And then make sure you also subscribe to the podcast to get new episodes as they drop. And I think you can look forward to a trip recap next Thursday.
I would assume.
I think that's what's going to happen. And on a good microphone, not this thing.
Yes. You know, we could still pack the better one. It's just big. Oh, sorry. Ooh, that's not even an option.
Stop making sense.
Sorry to breach that.
Stop making sense.
This is the travel mic, and it shall be the travel mic.
It shall be so. It is smaller. Anyway, so we will see you guys next week.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Oh, yes, because we won't see you guys before Christmas.
And Merry Christmas Eve, and Happy Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
And
Yay.
isn't Hanukkah, like you said,
The first day of Hanukkah is on Christmas Day. They happen to coincide.
quite cool. And happy Kwanzaa.
And Diwali already happened. Okay, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.